All right?
What is the difference between Sahaja yoga and the other kinds of yoga that we know in Europe?
Yes. You see, in this Patanjali Yoga Shastra, which was used about 7,000 to 8,000 years back since then, was a system they had developed to prepare people for self-realization. The physical exercises we do here is absolutely indiscriminate because it has no relevance to the body. It has to relate to different centers, subtle centers. Wherever is the problem in the center, that is the exercise one has to do. And that was only known to those great masters. So they have got some sort of a half-baked ideas out of a little thing, out of the 8 parts, a little bit, called as physical yoga, which has no relevance at all anywhere. Then if you develop too much of your physical being, you neglect your emotional being, you neglect your spiritual being, and you develop a very imbalanced, dry personality. Anybody who overdoes it can become extremely dry, and there will be problems in the society, in their family life. Second part of it was the Kriya Yoga, as they call it nowadays, which is a misnomer, was that when the Kundalini used to rise, the ascent of the Kundalini used to take place, then certain things used to happen within your being that would sustain the Kundalini moving upward. That one was a automatic happening within yourself. But the people who just knew about that, they said, all right, you do it yourself, like cutting your tongue, putting it back here, so the Khechari Mudra is done. And those people have now got tongues hanging like this out of Kriya Yoga. This is an automatic thing that happens to you. Like a car starts, automatically the wheels move. If you start moving the wheels, car won't move, on the contrary, the wheel will break, and you will break too with that. 3/4 of Patanjali has dealt with the Kundalini awakening, what happens after realization, how people do not sustain it, all those things are dealt with later on. About the Ritambara Pragya is the one that is the all-pervading power. Only 1/4 is dealt with this cleansing and all that. And of course, they used to get realization through Kundalini awakening only. But there's a basic difference between the modern Sahaja and the ancient Sahaja. We evolved to this state because first it was only very few people were given realization. But any discovery, if it is not made public, it has no meaning. So the en masse realization had to be achieved, because it is now the time for you to have en masse realization, not 1 or 2 persons. One of the difference is that it's an en masse happening today. And the second one is the difference is this, that formerly they used to cleanse every chakra one by one. Any few people that they found are capable of. One by one they used to raise the Kundalini through one chakra, cleanse another. They used to take ages to cleanse that. And sometimes in one lifetime they would not get realization. So I thought if the 7th center, if it can be opened out, then en masse realization can be achieved, because all the 7 centers are represented in the brain. And secondly, once they feel the experience of the spirit, they will start cleansing themselves, their own centers. And this is how the modern Sahaja Yoga has evolved out of the old one, which was only individualistic and was given to only people who were willing to go through any kind of tests and any kind of disciplining. But nowadays, best is to have it this way.